What's going on, guys? Welcome to the State of VR, where I do my best to give you guys the latest and most up-to-date news regarding game releases, new hardware, and innovations related to everything virtual reality. It's Friday, August 21st, 2020, and VRnews this past week's been swing! I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty excited to see what Oculus will have in store for us next month at Oculus Connect 7. That little preview we got last week of the Horizon avatars in the early beta version of Oculus VRnews was pretty impressive, and probably the first type of avatar that truly looked lifelike, other than what we already get in games like VR Chat. If I were to bet on it, I'd say an actual Horizon launch date and whatever version of Quest, whether Quest Pro or Lite, will for sure be announced by the Zuck robot. As far as what I've been playing lately, I've been pretty hooked on Onward, and I did get the chance to play the new songs on Beat Saber. Let me know what you guys been playing in the comment section. Now, here's your weekly VR news in 5 minutes or less. For my first virtual reality news topic, I'm going to discuss a product I recently came across that may provide just another piece to the puzzle when it comes to achieving that full dive VR dream we all ultimately want to experience. The product is a pair of shoes made by the company Drop Labs. What these shoes exactly are another way to experience music and gaming through low latency haptic feedback, felt obviously in your feet, adding just another layer of immersion to your VR experiences. So how does this work and connect to your VR headset? To my understanding, this will work with either mobile or PC VR, pretty much the same. Granted, you have a 3.5mm audio jack input. According to documentation found on their website, it works by first connecting to your VR headset using the sold separately headphone splitter. Next, you would connect one side of the cord to your own personal headphones and the other with the low latency gaming cable, ultimately connecting to your shoes. This isn't advertised as a purely VR related product, but because of the gaming aspect, I could see this being especially useful for VR games where you are mainly sitting. Whether you want to use these sitting or standing will depend on how well you can keep these 5-foot cables out of your way. Personally, I wouldn't bet on this product being perfect while using them for VR experiences, mainly because I don't think they are optimized for it, like other VR peripherals already established in the space are, namely bHaptics and Subpack. For $299, who knows? Maybe I'll cave and pick these guys up, but I think I'm going to have to do a little more working. For my next piece of news this week, I have one that might be pretty interesting to those who are really into sim flying type games. The Defense Advanced Research Agency, or DARPA, held a 3-day event meant to test AI versus AI and AI versus human pilots in what was effectively a virtual reality simulation, at least for the F-16 Air Force pilot enlisted to participate in the event. Starting with AI versus AI, artificially intelligent algorithms were created and made specifically for aerial combat engagements, and then pitted against one another to see which one would come out on top. Not until the last day, the best AI algorithm was then put up against a human pilot, the results of which I have yet to see published. The pilot reportedly sat in an F-16 simulator while wearing a virtual reality headset to maximize realism for himself as well as those who watched the event online. I'm not sure which headset they used for this particular event, but I'd expect nothing less than the latest and greatest enterprise headsets from either Varjo or StarVR. Personally, I think it's pretty nuts to see this sort of thing become commonplace using virtual reality. High-tech scenarios like this were only something that you saw in movies for a long time, and now it's finally becoming relatively easy and affordable to create in your own home. With flying sims like Microsoft's Flying Simulator and Star Wars Squadrons coming very soon with VR support, I can't wait to see the reactions and hopefully more gravitation towards using VR. Moving on to game updates, Beat Saber recently got some new paid DLC available for purchase. I definitely recommend getting this DLC, in particular if you're a fan of Linkin Park. Overall, they did an excellent job with the beat tracks and audio for each song. Next, indie dev Eric Thulin released a free-to-play Quest version of his MineCraft-like dungeon crawler, Ancient Dungeon. If you haven't heard of this game, it was originally funded on Kickstarter a few months ago. It's available now on itch.io and will soon be available on SideQuest directly. Lastly, the devs at In Exile Entertainment announced signups for their scheduled PC VR closed beta next week. FYI, you will have to agree to an NDA, meaning you will not be allowed to discuss or disclose details of the game publicly. Alright, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to stay up to date with the latest VR news. Peace out, VR dudes and dudettes.